Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of My Hero Academia. This is episode 93 of the new season 5, Operation New Improv Moves. And let me just start off with this episode saying it was cool. It was a nice episode, C+ episode, honestly. I feel like last episode was really fun to see. They had a couple of great things in that episode that really pushed it into B tier. But this one was cool. There was only one big thing that really pushed us over from just being a C episode to C+, and that was Tokoyami. But we'll jump into that right now. Let's start with the episode. So the episode picks up with... Oh, sorry. There we go. I was like, why does my volume sound so low? But the episode picks up with everybody reflecting on that first match, and they're kind of just thinking, it's kind of hard to fight serious. It's kind of hard when your opponent isn't head on. You got to really think. You've only fought one type of villain. For Kirishima, he needs to know how to control the fight. For Koda, he has to be able to learn how to give the bugs a better direction, and even know how to communicate better with animals. And for everybody else, for Kaminari, it's understanding going all out in the beginning will keep you from losing your friends. It's just a lot of stuff that they need to work on as teams, and I like what's going on because now all the teams are saying, okay, well, we gotta amp up stuff up. Even Shinzo goes I wish I would have learned, I didn't even use 1/10 of what I learned from Eraserhead. And Eraserhead's it's all good. It takes time to be able to develop your groove, your kind of shtick. But I do like that all the heroes are looking at Shinzo and see the potential that he really has as becoming a hero. He has a lot of potential. So this episode just talks about a lot of just the first half at least is very just informative, thinking about what these heroes have been able to accomplish and what they need to work on. And the second half is the fight, and this fight is pretty cool. It's the battle of the brains. Who's the better strategist? You know what I mean. It's the battle between who has the best strategy. Is it Kendo or is it Yaoyorozu? Yaoyorozu, I think his name is. Yaoyorozu, yeah, I'm right. Anyways, it's who has the better planning method. Who knows how to do it better. And honestly, this is pretty cool. I like the fact that they're focusing on these. I always thought Yazura and was just the brains. She's very smart, and I think they've never really focused on her too much except with the Todoroki, which everybody looks over that when she feels so insecure next to Todoroki that Todoroki is already this genius. He's the son of the second hero. He has all this going for him, and to her she's damn, I don't have anything like that Todoroki does. We know that from the fight they had with the Eraserhead, and it's just nice to see Yasuhara kind of just be more confident in her strategist abilities, and hopefully this episode shows that, because the person that she interned with, Kendo, they're fighting over who's the baddest bitch, and that's what their fight about is. And I'm kind of happy because these guys, it's gonna be amazing to see Yazura. I'm gonna be so pissed if I keep messing up her name. I'm just gonna be impressed if through this tribulation of fighting somebody who's just pushing all out, that she goes above and beyond, plus ultra of course, and is able to counter her plan with this ultimate great grandiose plan or something. Anyways, the main centered fight though is between Tsukiyomi, aka one of my favorite characters of the show, which is Tokoyami, versus this shadow dude, this guy who jumps in the shadows. And I think, if I remember, his name is Kuryu or something like Kuryu. Yeah, Kuryu jumps in the shadows, which is a cool quirk. I actually really like it. It's kind of I don't know if you guys watched Slime, but it's kind of like the shadow step, where they jump in the shadows and appear out of the shadows. It reminds me of that a lot. It's very ninjutsu style, and I'm kind of feeling it. But yeah, so they're both very big Chunibios, obviously, so they both like the dark and edgy stuff, and they're edgelords, and seeing them both fight each other was pretty cool. I actually really like the fact that we get into a background story with Tsukiyomi, because that's his hero name. I like the fact that for Tokoyami, his internship was with Hawks, and like Hawks believed, like, you know, he saw a lot in the number 3 ranked hero. He wants to see I want to call him Tsukiyomi and Tokoyami at the same time. I hate the Tsukiyomi but they just see him like just as great. And then I love the fact that when he flies, his shadow carries him, and like it's just cool. I love the fact that for Tokoyami, he's being shown like, bro, you're a bird, birds fly, like come on bro, put it together. Like you should be flying, and you can fly. Your stando basically flies. It is an interesting matchup since Kuryu can jump into shadows, meaning Dark Shadow is it's not safe. He can control him in the very least. But the way they organized it, and the way they like kind of like beat his plan, which his plan was to like snatch them all one by one in the shadows, really is interesting. Because if this was a villain, that would be an interesting power to fight. We've seen villains of all shapes and sizes, people who jump into mirrors, people who jump into reflections, people who jump into like who are able to phase through, especially like Miryu, who phases through spaces and stuff. Like it's very interesting. I'm really curious to see what they go with, like certain characters. I really want them to like have fun with more characters. Anyways, the rest of the episode is just the flashback with Hawks and explaining us how Tsukiyomi Tokoyami develops Dark Shadow, Dark Fallen Angel, and it's pretty cool. I thought it would be sicker if he made like Dark Shadow, if he can turn him into wings, but the fact that Dark Shadow is just lifting him as he flies, and like it's like reverse wings, it's kind of cool. I kind of dig it. And I like the fact that they're able to counter his shadow ability with what's his name, the French kid, I can't remember his name right now, naval laser basically kid. And that was able to control the direction of the shadows of Kuryu, but at the end it just ends with them falling into a trap set by Kendo, who has the mushroom chick just ready to like set up mushrooms all over. And I think it's gonna be like something, because if you guys don't know this, mushrooms can like interact with each other through like synapses. I think they have like a network of like stuff like that, if I remember correctly. So I think that's how they're gonna use her. It's kind of like being able to track all of them through the mushrooms, through the fungus, and that's gonna be fucking intense if she can actually do that. If she doesn't, then that's gonna be a waste, because yeah, I know like it would be sick if she could do something of that degree, of that caliber. But yeah, it just ends with setting up the big battle that is gonna be the battle of the baddest bitches. And I'm kind of excited. I want to, hopefully the second half of this fight is a lot better, because this first half was cool, but it wasn't great, and it wasn't like something that I was really hyped for. It was just like, okay, cool, I like it. Like I love like the Tokoyami moment where he just surprises Kuryu and is like, nah bro, like you thought wrong bro, I could fly now. But other than that, this episode, it was cool. It was C+. But yeah guys, I'm gonna catch you guys later. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Keep it up, plus ultra, hit that sub button, give me a couple of likes, comment down below if you really like these reviews, because I'm really feeling them. This episode wasn't too much, it felt a little more like just review, but it's all good. We're slowly progressing, and that's what I can only assume with my heroes. Like we get the boring stuff first, so the good stuff comes later. Anyways guys, have a good day, late, and remember, 1,000 subscribers.